Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Detroit Lions select Matthew Stafford.
Ford Field and Detroit, home for the Staffords for 12 years now.
You know, nothing would have made me happier than bringing a Lombardi Trophy home to Detroit.
Tonight, Matthew and Kelly with their final message to the fans as they prepare for their move to Los Angeles.
But we begin with never-before-seen security video of the January 6th insurrection as House impeachment managers outline their case that President Trump incited the riot on the U.S. Capitol. That new video showed what was happening inside the attack as a mob of Trump supporters stormed the Capitol.
Michigan also figured prominently in what senators were shown on this second day of the trial. Mara McDonald following that story tonight. Mara, specifically, impeachment managers showed clips of President Trump making those false statements about what happened in the election here.
Devin, that's right. And in addition, they showed cell phone video from Congressman Kildee about what it was like being huddled in the gallery of the House. Let me show you.
Take a look at Michigan. Take a look at what they did with respect to counties. And then you get to Detroit, and it's like more votes than people.
He's literally telling them that there were more votes in Detroit than people.
As House impeachment managers laid out their case, they used the former president's demonstrably false statements about the election in this state as evidence, including how Trump's election conspiracies drummed up rage and hate here in Michigan. This is a crowd protesting and yelling outside of Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson's home.
You're a threat to democracy. You're a threat to free and honest elections.
Senators also saw new video of the vice president and Senator Mitt Romney being whisked away to safety before the mob could get its hands on either of them, and showed what Congressman Kildee saw while hunkering down in the House gallery as rioters swarmed the door.
Take your pens off.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we're expecting House impeachment managers to continue building their case. The president's legal team is expected to mount their defense on Friday.
The Democrats are trying to steal the White House.
He assembled the mob, he summoned the mob, and he incited the mob.
Back here live, we expect to hear something out of Senators Peters and Stabenow after those House impeachment managers wrap up their case sometime tomorrow. We're live in Troy tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Mara. Tonight, the CDC has new mask guidelines for Americans.
It recommends a tightly fitted mask or wearing two masks for the most effective protection from the spread of coronavirus. The CDC also says 2 weeks after being fully vaccinated, Americans don't have to quarantine if they've been exposed to someone with COVID. Today, Michigan had a second straight day of fewer than 1,000 cases. The state reporting 915 new cases and 12 more deaths.
In a moment caught by a hot microphone, Michigan's highest-ranking Republican, Senate Majority Leader Mike Shirkey, appears to be doubling down on his comments regarding the insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, saying that claims that it was carried out by Trump supporters are a hoax. Last night at 11, we first showed the video that was recorded without his knowledge where he made that hoax comment. He later apologized. Well, now, here's an exchange from earlier today inside the Michigan Senate between Shirkey and Michigan Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist.
I frankly don't take back any of the points I was trying to make. Some of the words I chose, I didn't. And the topic of the hoax, that admit it wasn't a hoax. It was very real. But the assignment of cause, that was planned months, weeks and months in advance by somebody that...
Now, as for that initial video that was leaked, tonight Governor Whitmer's Deputy Chief of Staff tweeted, and here's the quote, "For the record, Senator Shirkey has not apologized to the governor for saying he wanted to challenge her to a fist fight on the Capitol lawn." Meanwhile, tomorrow Governor Whitmer is going to unveil her budget proposal set to include more spending on public education as well as more money for infrastructure. Total spending plan expected to exceed $60 billion, though the governor says her budget includes no tax increases. That budget will be released at 11 a.m.
Some pet owners are finding vet appointments for their pets scarce these days, and emergency procedures are forcing wait times longer than normal, hours longer than normal. Jason Colthorpe is live tonight. Jason, is this mostly COVID related, you say?
Oh, 100% COVID related, Kim. And it's not just the guidelines and restrictions that are in place at your local vet's office like this one. which are frankly out of their hands, but it snowballs when it comes to animal hospitals, where now we're talking about a life and death situation for our small little loved ones.
She was really, just a really sweet little beagle mix.
Emmy had been Milena Bukowski's shadow for more than half her life. But sadly, last year, Milena could see their 17-year relationship was nearing the end.
Her health really started to diminish, which was really hard to watch.
She was trying to make final arrangements for Emmy, but found any kind of appointment very tough to come by.
You'd have to, for social distancing reasons, drop them off and stay outside. And I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do that to my girl.
Curbside drop-off is just one of the factors tightening the schedules of veterinarians right now. At Hilton Veterinary Clinic, Dr. Betsy Schnurr's team has had to also limit the number of employees and lengthen appointments.
We don't get to see you. We don't get to communicate facial expressions. Nobody likes to turn a client away no matter what, or a patient that's in need.
And in emergencies, it's even worse.
Nowadays, we're talking a lot of times 6-7 hour wait times.
As for Emmy, in the end, Milena was able to find a vet that did at-home euthanasia.
So seeing that she could be comfortable and we could hold her the whole time in a place she was familiar and she felt the warmth and love of home, that just made it so much easier. It was still tough, but it made it a lot easier to get through.
The other huge part of this, by the way, is there was a boom of pet adoptions during the quarantine. So all the pet owners out there now have to compete with all the new pet owners out there just for the basic appointments for shots and checkups and all of that. And it's just simply clogged up the entire system, and they just don't know when they won't be playing catch up. Kimberly?
Yeah, that's really sad. Okay, Jason, we appreciate it.
A strong fourth quarter for General Motors translate to bigger profit-sharing checks for UAW workers. 44,000 workers are expected to get $9,000 bonus checks. That's $1,000 more than last year. GM made almost $4 billion in 2020's last quarter, nearly $10 billion overall, which is more than it made in 2019 before the pandemic. An analyst credits GM's new full-size SUVs and trucks for boosting profits.
Still ahead, a grandmother slams into a house with her car.
But she had an extremely good excuse for doing it. We'll explain. Hey there, Ben.
Devin and Kim, we got the snow out of here for tonight, but this time tomorrow night, it's going to be right back on our doorstep. Find out how much to expect and why we're going to get even more over the weekend.
The Detroit Lions select Matthew Stafford.
The Stafford story.
We'll never forget Detroit. We'll never forget our time here.
After 12 years, it's time for the next chapter.
The decision to leave, how hard was that for you?
The Stafford story, next.